The phenomenon, much loved and much reviled, is over for another season. You must have been living under a rock if you don't know what it's all about, but here's a taste.
10 weeks, 12 weddings, and just one chance.
Hello, husband.
To make all their dreams come true.
Beat it, Romeo and Juliet.
Tonight, our participants return to look back on what has been an incredible, unpredictable, and inspiring journey in the search for true love.
It is the final day of the experiment. Over 3 months ago, you all got married to a complete stranger. You were full of hope, excitement, and real energy about what was ahead over this experiment. There has been some major highs, some real love stories. There's also been some heartbreak and real disappointment. What's important here is that you have learnt something about yourself, both as an individual, but also as you are in relationships, that you can take away into the real world.
Married at First Sight. Is it the definitive cultural experience in Australia in 2019? Or is it a fatuous waste of time en masse? To discuss, David from Lake Macquarie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Aaron.
Mary from Charlestown, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Aaron.
Mary, are you an occasional watcher? Have you watched quite a few episodes?
Every night.
Every night. David, what has been your interface with Married at First Sight?
I came late into it, and then it was every episode.
Right. I feel like we might have a couple of fish already on the hook. But Mary, please tell us about the Married at First Sight experience from your point of view.
Well, once you watch it, Aaron, you get hooked on it.
I see.
And you can't wait to watch the next episode.
Why and how?
Well, it's so many different couples with different ideas, and it was so lovely to see one couple right from the beginning, and it was lovely to see their journey. They were just so happy right from the beginning, and they ended up in the commitment ceremony getting engaged.
12 couples, is that right?
Yes.
And one wound up like legitimately in love and married. Okay.
Right.
1 in 12 strike rate. David, why did you come late and why did you stay?
It just kept coming up in my Twitter feed, and I felt I had to watch this. It was quite cynical going in, but if you realise it's just a story that's been edited severely and controlled by the producers, you then watch it to say, well, what's the psychology here? And you start to see bits of past relationships, of how people interact, and you see the mistakes they're making and the beauty of some of what's going on. And it's like a fishbowl, it's like Big Brother, it's car crash TV, and you just can't help but watch, despite some of the revulsion you feel to some of the relationships and how they treat each other.
Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I can hand on heart say I have never seen a whole episode. In fact, I've never even seen a decent chunk of an episode. However, I reckon if you put 50 people in front of me, I could pull out the 24. I could pick the 24 out of a crowd, right? So I've been culturally exposed to it to the point, and I know what the two who wound up together look like. I don't know how, through social media or through promos on TV or something. And I also know the crazy, is she a Thai woman of Thai heritage? Is she
Cyclone Sorrel, they used to call her.
Thank you, Mary. Cyclone Sorrel. I didn't have her name, but I did have her number. And so...
She's also the most honest person in the programme.
Oh.
She just speaks her mind.
Well, she does. Yeah, I agree, David.
Right.
Speak her mind.
And so, do you think she's a misunderstood hero, Mary?
I think she cared for people, Aaron. And if anyone hurt someone else, she would go and attack that woman, and or that man, whatever.
Right.
I think deep down she's, even though she was called Cyclone Sorrel, I think she was a very caring woman about other people. Yes.
I think she felt things passionately, but she was also quite self-destructive. But she was promoted because she made great TV, and it's those people who become the catalyst to set other people off that makes it so interesting, because she forced people to reveal who they truly were, both the beauty of people and also some of just the horrendous natures of some people. And that's why she was a real asset to the programme.
See, David, I want to give legitimacy to your worldview, that this can in fact be simultaneously something that is addictive, that it's televisual crack, but that also it can be explored and appreciated on a deeper level. But Mary, how much is an accurate journey with these 24 people, and how much is pure and cynical televisual manipulation from your point of view?
Probably half and half.
Right.
Yes.
Do you care that it's manipulating you?
In a way, yes. Yes. There was one girl caused a lot of trouble, and she tried to break up. I mean, a lot of. She tried to hit on other people's husbands, you know.
Yes.
You know, and she caused a terrible lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. That went a bit far.
Which invites the question, I'll get you to answer this as well, David, but it invites the question, Mary, what did you learn about the human condition from investing your time in maths?
Oh, well, I'm glad I did. It was interesting to see people of different cultures and different ideas. But you know, the nights it wasn't on, I missed it. I was really hooked.
David, what did you learn about the state of humanity 2019 from your immersion in this cultural endeavour?
Well, I realised that people actually want to find companionship. They want partnerships. And it really showed, if you watched it, that the success happened when individuals had their own strengths in who they were, but were willing to compromise enough to make sure that the person that they wanted to love also was happy. Those who dominated completely or didn't listen, they failed. But those who were willing to realise, these are my flaws and I need to have someone to maybe make me better in those flaws, but actually, hold on, here's my strength, and I need to maintain that individuality, which is why people like Cam and Jules survived, why Heidi and Mike, who were, you really, your heart went out that they would survive, but they could not survive because Mike was just basically a misogynist or a control freak, and other characters who just kind of went, wow, you're just in it to be nasty.
Again, David, I really want to believe. I want to believe what you're telling me, but surely it would be a much more authentic experience just to let 12 people find 12 people that they're well suited to, as opposed to the artifice of giving me somebody, inheriting somebody, marrying them on the first day, and essentially lighting that wick.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like an intense dating experience more than a marriage, because they're not actually married for real within the programme. And to be honest, if you look at the wider society in the world, how many people actually come together because other people have brought them together?
Yeah, true.
Either explicitly or not. How many societies actually do have arranged marriages? Potentially, this is actually quite realistic for a lot of people. You know, your friends bring you together and thinking you're going to work, and you work out whether you do or you don't.
Exactly. The love of your life could well be in Moscow, but if you never meet her, then it's not going to be a thing. Mary, will you be there from episode 1 when the next one happens?
Yes, I will, Aaron. There were some very genuine people on the show, but there were some people I thought were just there to show how nasty they are, and they were nasty to their partner. So maybe they just wanted to be on TV. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But there were some very genuine, lovely people.
I really appreciate you both joining us this afternoon to give both complimentary but very different perspectives on the Married at First Sight phenomenon. Thank you, David from Lake Macquarie. Thank you, Mary from Charlestown. That was really good fun. Would you like to be an on-demand reviewer? Then we welcome anything that you want to tip us into and anyone who would like to do it. Thanks for everything today. Really enjoyed your company and your participation.